Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in the last video, I showed you how I built a first client automation from planning to the final build. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the second automation for the same client. This one is really cool because it takes a simple topic that I write in Notion, sends it to an AI, in this case I'm using Groq, and automatically returns a ready to use content back into Notion. It's clean, it's simple, and it's insanely helpful if you're writing any content or if you're writing any newsletters. So without wasting any time, let's jump right in and let's build this together. Let me just understand the flow. We need a common page for all topic, blog about trees, and that's a topic. We need Grok to categorize into blog or newsletter, and then we want to separate that into two different folders. Okay. So first, let's open Notion. So if you guys don't know what Notion is like a place where you can use it to store all your data. For example, as you see, I sometimes store my YouTube scripts right here, sometimes what cold outreaches I'm using, or sometimes for testing purposes, or you can also create databases. It's a very clean format. It just looks good. It's very clean. So the first thing that we need is, as I mentioned, a new page. So I've opened a new page, and okay, so now let's call this topics, not topics, topics, and just put a backslash, and now we want a database full page. We'll call this topics again. Here we'll put all the topics. Let's do blog about trees. Okay, so this is where we'll put all the topics, and we want to catch all of that inside of make.com. So first let's go to Notion, watch database item, watch database slash pages. I guess it is we need to do this. Watch event. So let's create a new webhook and call this client automation to YouTube. Let's push this, copy that, save, select pages. I'm just gonna select all the pages, allow access. Oh wait, no, didn't select the page I want. Too bad. Okay, let me just put this again. Select pages, private, event type will be, oh wait, what I'm thinking is, since it is a database item, there was something called as database item, right? But wait, before I do that, let me just check that. Watch database. Triggers when a database item is created. Yes, we need this, not that. And we want to select this one. Database ID will be search. And in the query search, you need to put the name of the database. So in my case, it will be these topics. So I'll just Control A, Control C, come back, put this in, and it will automatically convert that into an ID. Let me just do this limit one for now. Yeah, and we'll hit save. Now let's see if I can get this. Choose where to start. Choose manually, and yeah, we have the blog about trees. Now we want Groq. Create a chat completion and choose DeepSeek again. Not using, sorry. You are a helpful and intelligent assistant. You will be given a topic and it's your job, it's your task to elaborate on the given topic. And since feeling lazy to write the same thing, what I'll do is, oops, let me just copy that from here. Always, your output should always be JSON. Response will be let's do output because it's an AI. AI is coming up with the output, so we'll just call it output. Don't wrap the output in. Yeah, guys, sorry about the lighting. The weather has just gone dark. Okay, it's about to rain. And now let's just give it some examples. So if I just go to user, write a blog about trees and a newsletter about trees. The silent guardians, why trees matter more than ever. Okay, that is too long. Okay. One thing that struck me is inside of this we have the subject line and we have the body. We'll figure that out as it comes. So let us just copy this whole thing. Why trees matter, trees and climate. Okay. And we want the conclusion as well. So Control C, go back here, right, or just what I'll write blog about trees, and your output should be something like this. Okay. User newsletter about trees. Assistant. I don't want the header, so I'll just take this, copy, paste, body, paste that in. Okay, that should work. And now the if I go to user, now I'll just add name, text. Where's the item? I think it's this. No, it's plain text. Let's try that. I ran this, right? Okay. Not run. Let's run this again. Blog about trees. Let's see what kind of blog we get. I hope it's accordingly. Okay, introduction. The silent heroes of our planet, why trees matter more than you think. Introduction. Importance of trees, guardians of biodiversity, mental health and well being, cultural and historical significances, environmental stewards. Taking action, how we can help plant trees. Okay, that is way too long. Now, the issue here is this is too long, and I think if I know correctly, Notion will put an error. Let's try that. First, we need to separate that, split, and sorry, the name is split the results based think, close the bracket, save. Now, if I parse this, parse JSON, result would be no, sorry, 4 dot split to save. Now let's just enter that back into Notion. Hmm, we can just create update a database item, but we need to create a new database. So what I'll do is, so I'll just click add and call this new page. Let's do blog post. Okay, and we'll do database blog post. Okay, we can add the name right here and we'll add the output. So the text, change this to output. Okay, and create a database item. Database ID will be blog post. query search, paste that in, blog post. The name will be name, yes, plain text, and the output will be from the JSON, right? So it is 5. 5 dot output is 5 dot output. Now let's try to run this again. Choose where to start, manually, about trees, run this. There was an error in JSON. Source is not a valid JSON. Why? Oh, yeah, right. So inside of JSON, we cannot have these new lines, these spaces. Okay. Mm, what I have to do is go right here, just copy this whole thing, remove all the new lines, and not remove, replace. Okay, don't I know the spelling of replace? All the new lines with a backslash in. I guess we can just do it inside of make as well, but you know what? If I rather trying this, let me try this as well. We are splitting all the variables on the basis of this, and we took that output. Okay, so there are two outputs, right, to this. And what we'll do is I can also do get here. Let me just try. I don't know. Replace. Replace is there. So replace all new line. Yes, new line with a backslash in. Let's do that. And if I close this, and if I'm going, if I put another function, get, so that is an array. Wait, I think I have to do that before. See, even I'm not sure here. Get split here. So two bracket close, new line. Let me just test this out. Let's see what happens. If I'm right, then you will just get to see more functions of make.com. So if I just run that, okay. So the split is a long string. Yes, it worked perfectly. Yes. So now what is happening here? Let me just explain. So I don't need that there. Why does it keep adding that plus? Let me just make you guys understand. Let me help you understand what exactly is happening here. So you understand the split, okay? So what we did is we took the result and we split the result based on the this angle bracket thing. We split the result on the presence of this thing. Okay, till there you guys know I know it. Now what I'm doing is I use the get function. So now what is the get function? So see get. You see it says in the get function returns the value path of an object or an array to access the nested objects. Use dot notation. First item in an array is index one. I know you guys didn't get it. Neither did I. But anyway, let me explain. So what happens in the get function is the get function can get inside of an array, we can get any item. What happens is when I use the split, you see how it converts it into two different things. One is the part with all the thing, and the next is the output that I want. So it's an array, it's a list of more of two things or more than two things. So inside of that two things, I want the second thing. So what I'm telling the get function is inside of this array, I want you to take the second item and I want you to give it to me. So that is what exactly is happening. So inside of this array, so when you split and you convert into an array, from there I want the second item. That is my output. And then what I did is I took use the replace function. Now what is the replace function? A replace function helps me replace, as you see, just see this example, you will understand. Inside of the hello world, it says I want to replace the hello with hi. So now the output became hi world. I did the same thing. I took the replace and I said every new line. So you see how the output has this. Okay, not here. Okay, previously how the output had all these spaces. So after introduction there was a space, then first passage, first para, second paragraph, third paragraph, and then finally a space. I don't want all that because if I put all of that, then the JSON will just break. As you saw, when I passed the JSON, there was an error. That was because there were all these new lines, which is not required inside of a JSON. So I replaced all those new lines with a JSON term or a coding term called backslash n. So if you just put one backslash n, what happens is if I say hi, okay, let's say if I put one backslash n, that represents, it looks like this. One backslash n means it's just directly below your first line. But if I put two backslash n, it will put a space and then it will write the next line. Okay, that is how I wanted to write my blog at least. So we converted that, then we parse it, and then we want to put it inside of a database. Let's try that again. If I just choose where to run, go here, blog about trees. Hope this works. There's another error. What is the error this time? Split long string. Why? I guess it's because of this, the plus. Let's save this. I don't know why is this plus sign popping up again and again. Okay, yeah, I got it. Sorry, the plus sign should be a colon. Choose where to start. Log about trees. Save. Enter. Again another error. Okay, now there's no issue. Now, what is the issue here? Source is not a valid JSON. Let's ask ChatGPT if this is an appropriate JSON or not. Is this a correct JSON? No, the JSON you provided is not valid. It should. It contains unescaped new lines inside. Hmm. Okay, you know what? Let's just copy this and put this as an example here. So, talk about trees. Now, let's see. Blog about trees. Save. Again, there's an error. Okay, now there's an. Okay, you know what? Let's just remove all this. We'll just keep the split and get because that worked perfectly. And what I will do is after we split and get the second one, mm, we'll remove all of this and we'll add another AI, daily chat completion, DeepSeek, system prompt. You are a helpful and intelligent assistant. You will be given an output from another AI model. Your task is to convert that output into JSON. Or I should have copied that, right? The output should always be in JSON. Follow this structure and I'll call this output. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to give any examples here. I'll just see how this runs. Choose where to choose manually. Log about trees. Save. Run this. And I'll need to make sure that I put the tokens. 1,000 tokens or something. Let's see what the output looks like. Yes, oh, sorry. Don't wrap the output in JSON, and I forgot to give it the actual. Let's just add this split, and we have to run this again. this works properly. Okay, that is not the issue, but the thing is, it's giving me these extra things: heading, content, section, title. I don't want all this. So it did it, but don't add anything extra. Just follow the structure you're given. You can try that again. This is the thing you just need to do, trial and error, trial and error. That's the only way. Let's see. I hope this time it is right. I mean, the output, replace them with a backslash n or a backslash n backslash n. We try that again. So, okay, now I see it's a bit promising this time. Now let's first try to parse it, and just see what happens. Blog about trees. Now we just run this. There is another error. Source is not a valid JSON. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. Need to add this set multiple variable. And what I should do, I should just copy this thing, paste this, add this right here, then just replace this with this result. Oh yeah, and this. Now it's split 8 dot. Now let's try this. Yeah, so that happened, and as I mentioned, I was right. It passed it properly, and as I mentioned, it should be less than 2000. So what we'll do is, Let's see if that works. I mean, we've generated so many blogs. Hey, wait, I just need to add tokens so that I'm not using too much. And add this here as well. That let me save that. Just going to start manually about trees. It's again 2297. Hmm. It's shorter than before. Let's do 1500 words. So we can be on the safer side. So at least now we know the system works. Now we just need to separate. I use the word bifurcate a lot. Separate. Okay. I guess third time's the charm. Choose where to start. Let's go. Third time's the charm. So if I just open and I have yes, perfect. Just remove this. Wait. So I have this. Wait. Why is it? That's funny. Now it's not a blog. It's a newsletter now. At this point. Why? Why did it convert it to a newsletter? Output subject line. I said blog. Now it's a newsletter. Hmm. Okay, a new problem. It clearly said a blog. It clearly said blog about trees. Now why is it all of a sudden a newsletter? Wait, we can sort that out. First, let me just do this and copy that, paste it right here, and what I need to do is create another. Oh, I guess I should have just created a database. Mode blog post private. Yeah, I don't need this page. Let me just delete this page. Mode trash. And let me just remove topics as well. And then delete this page. Mode trash. Topics, blog post. Okay, so now let me go to topics first. Blog about trees. Or what we can do is we can add a select. I'll call this blog newsletter. Okay, so we have two, and if I just remove this, go back, and what I want here is it's not category type. Yet I shouldn't write that here. I should just write that here. And what I'll do is let me just give an example as well. So what I am looking for is type-based newsletter. Okay, now save. Now what I'll do is if I go to Notion, change this to blog, go right here, get just save that, run this once, choose manually. Oh yeah, topics. Okay, database, empty database. Call this topics. Let's not do trees. Productivity. And select blog newsletter. I'll change this to blog. Copy this. Search. I need to create another account for this. I'll just do that. The reason why I don't have access is because I deleted that page and I need to give it access again. Blog post topics. Allow access. There we go. Choose manually. Productivity. Save. And this property values. We select its name is blog. Okay. Select. Let's hope this runs. And what I'll do is if the select equals log select equals to newsletter. Choose where to start. Choose manually. Productivity. Save. Run. And it went perfectly. Oh, let's just check the blog post. Blog post. The the output is a newsletter. Wow. Why is it a newsletter? I said it should be a blog post. You know what I should do? I should just make it more clear. I should say, and the topic will be new. And let me just copy this and put this right here. So it will say blog on productivity or newsletter on productivity. Now let's try that again. Choose where to start. Choose manually. And you can run. And what I'll do is I'll just delete both of these. It's again a newsletter. Why? It's giving me newsletters only. I don't know why. No, this is a blog. That is fine. So I just need to put this. And I guess the problem will be sorted. Choose where to start. Choose manually. Productivity. Let's see. Third time's the charm. Does it work again? Now there's a JSON error. Make sure that the output has both the brackets. This is a problem with DeepSeek that sometimes it's just not smart enough. If you're using OpenAI, it's the best. Choose where to start, choose manually, save, window. Yes, and we have it. We have the very nice formatted blog post. So, guys, we've finally made the Notion to ChatGPT as well. You can try the newsletter as well. I'm not going to do it. I've just had it, had my fair share of fun. You guys can do it if you want to. I know this works, but well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you learned something new. As always, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.